I got to the gym today with a pretty at a pretty busy hour. I had a pretty busy day. Friday, um, got to see some people, got some work done, and I got to the gym around 5. And what do you know? It's busy as all hell. Um, so the first thing, what I usually like to do when I get to the gym, if I'm doing compounds, which I do every day, is I like to do the compounds first. That's essentially because they usually take the most energy out of me, and I like to get the big exercises out of the way, so that when I move on to concentrated exercises, it's not that big of a deal that um, my overall energy is a bit lowered. My mentality has always been that um, if I do compounds last, the compounds will essentially just not be. They won't be as I won't be as strong as I could be with those compounds if I do them at the very end. Today contested that theory essentially. I've been doing compounds first as long as since I can't remember the last time I didn't do compounds first if there were compounds on the day. But I got to the gym today, like I said, busy as all hell. So and the benches were all taken. So I was like, okay, screw it. I'll do some concentrations first. Let's see how this goes. I do the chest flies. It was fine. I went back, checked the bench, busy. I went back. I did some triceps. I can't remember. I did overhead dumbbell press with the triceps. Checked the bench, still busy. Um, and this happened about 4 or 5 times. I ended up doing, I think, 2 to 3 exercises for both triceps and chest before I got to sit down. Before I got a bench essentially to finish my compound. So the bench today was the final exercise, which I can't remember the last time I did an exercise like this as a final exercise before I left the gym. Um, I got on the bench. I just held the bar. It felt okay. I didn't feel strong or weak. I couldn't really tell much difference based off what I'd already done. I put the 60 kgs on. I don't know if you noticed, but I felt a little shaky, and I was like, yeah, okay, of course, this makes sense. Um, I'm fatigued already. I've already hit these muscle groups. The triceps as a secondary muscle group here, as well. I've been worn out, and then I was like, you know what? It's not terrible. I could still go through with this. And the plan was obviously 5 times 5, 5 times 5 for 70 kg. As you can see, it felt fine. It felt great. It felt really good. I felt like I could do maybe even a bit higher. I don't know if I could have done a bit higher, but 70 kg right now, today, as a final workout, 5 times 5 on the bench, surprisingly I felt strong. Um, and this is when you get into things like, mind muscle connection. Like, is it because I already worked out these muscle groups just now that I'm able to contract them more? I'm able to focus more on that contraction because I've already hit them previously. Um, is it the rep range that I've been working with on the other exercises that help me um, prepare for the bench? Because when I went hard on the bench, this is a heavy weight for me. 5 times 5 with 70 kg. It's still tough. I'm not saying it's not, but it's um it's fascinating to me how I thought that I would not be able to pull this off at all after the intense concentration exercise that I did, because they were intense. It wasn't I didn't go mild. I went pretty hard, like I said, with heavy dumbbells for the tricep extensions, a lot of chest flies, heavy drop setting on the chest flies, all that type of stuff. And I'd say on the bench, and I still feel strong. I still feel ready to hit this 5 times 5. I'm using my legs, as you can see, to stabilize myself a bit more. I'm not sure if this is the best stance. We'll see if I change it up. That was the second last set, and I look fine. I look absolutely fine. I look strong. The core looks strong. Um, so maybe I'm a bit wrong. Maybe doing compounds first isn't a necessity in order to get the maximal strength out of your lift. Maybe do a 1 or 2 concentrate exercises before you do your compounds. Who knows? I might test this out. again. That wasn't intention today. Today was just complete coincidence with how busy it was. I ended up just having to wait for the bench for about 5 to 10 minutes, standing there waiting for someone to get off. But yeah, man, I'm happy with the 5x5. Very surprised by the outcome. And I even did pause repping it. I think it was like the third set. I just pause rep with the 70, so I was really happy with that. And that's it. Short video again. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. Tomorrow is back to legs, and if a squat rack isn't available, then I wouldn't mind as much to do a concentrated exercise like just leg extensions or whatever. Anyway, guy, the footage is over, so I'll see you in the next one.